Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
Dance?
Valentine.
Man, you haven't lived
Nick.
until you've tipped
Time
a
to
broad
hit the
with a
road?
vertebrae. Now that's a challenge.
Let's head out.
All right.
Can't believe you're...
Believe it, Buck.
Hey,
I'll see what I can do. Something to get off your chest?
I need you to get out of your power armor.
Sure thing.
Paladin Dance?
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
That depends. How are you feeling?
My power armor systems are within normal op. You just give the word.
Sure. Ready.
Roger that.
Hey,
Need something? What's on your mind?
your thoughts?
I never liked having squires aboard a warship. But Maxon thinks they need to train under fire.
Just wanted to check in. See how you feel things are going between us.
I don't see how this is a relevant question right now.
That's all for now.
Not a problem.
Hey,
Where do you want me?
Paladin.
Yes?
Yeah, seen
Your thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind
this
us,
article.
we'll never fall.
the newspaper.
That was it.
Affirmative.
Boy. It's
There,
it's
try it
something-
now.
Nothing.
I'm not saying anyone's. I'm not saying it's.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
So, you're the new recruit I heard
I know,
about.
of course, the mayor.
Huh, not what I was expecting.
I mean, I was. I've asked to read.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
I'm not disappointed, just... Anyway, since you... My name's Ingram. If your power...
It just says.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate. Hell. I have a whole tape.
Right.
There isn't a... And since...
Actually,
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, I'm sure there's a pretty... Oh, and if you... Now,
Anyway,
if you'll...
well, it's something to think about, I guess.
Let's talk to Proctor.
I just broke
I bet he has some.
what I was going to play, so I guess I'll play Danny Kaye.
Time to suit up.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend just involved. And since I'm after you're done, in the meantime,
Proctor Tegan.
remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew. Plenty of work if you need it. Come back when you're done introducing yourself.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, brother.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Just learning my way around the Pridwen.
Learning your way around? Ah, I see. You're the new recruit that Paladin Dance described in his report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the I'm authorized to pay, and if you wish to be
Sure.
in any event.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No. Never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, we'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer. And the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance.
Captain Cade.
Good to see you again, Knight. Anything I can do to help?
Yeah. Take a look at me, Doc.
Well, to fix the problem, I need to know what it is first.
I'm feeling sick. I think it's radiation.
Blood pooling in the gums, signs of it. And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
Hurting all over, Doc.
I've seen worse.
Right.
And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
No other complaints.
All right. You...
Heads up.
Awaiting your command.
You
Negative.
just heard crawl out
That's
through
not
the
possible.
fallout. So the Minutemen are out there. The common. What kind of things, you ask? Well, I wouldn't tell you. I have
Feels like
heard
you can take on the world in this, doesn't it?
that they have taken over the castle, which I guess was theirs a long
So
time
you're
ago,
the new
but
knight I heard about?
While
Glad to have you
it
on
had
the
been
team.
full of fish, or monsters, or monster fish, maybe. I don't know. Not relevant. The Minutemen are there now.
We'll stop the
That's
incident.
good.
Max
For
in
them.
hand for the Brotherhood.
I guess for everyone else too. So, yeah. How about some music? Now here's Connie Allen with a song that's it's about space travel. Here's Rocket 69.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
Dance?
Yeah?
I think it's time we split the team.
I'm not going to lie to you. I think this is a foolish decision. But it's yours to make. Come back alive, soldier.
small. From the outside.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode in the Parlor of Mysteries.
Jasmine, chamomile, pain, ecstasy. This can only be the den of mysteries.
Shh. Be still, sweet shroud.
Hey, hold up
I
there.
removed that
First time in
scumbag
Good Neighbor?
slug, but
You can't go
sick
walking
with
around
fever
without
and still
insurance.
suffering.
Mistress of mysteries, no. I'm all right.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
No, dear heart.
Someone
The shroud
steps through the gate
stumbled.
the first time.
The mistress
they're a guest.
maneuvered.
You lay off that
I knew
extortion
of the
crap.
mayor's
What do you care?
misdeeds for
He ain't
many
one of us.
days.
No love for your mayor,
I
Finn?
followed him
I
to that
said let
fateful
him
meeting
go.
with Fat
Be
Face.
soft, Hancock.
I was about to.
You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day,
Shroud
you'll be immune to that.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about.
of the Boston
Let me tell you
Police
something.
Department. We know you're in there. You are both wanted
No,
in
I
connection
don't.
with the
Don't
murder
say
of
that,
Mayor
huh?
Murphy.
Breaking my heart
Put
over
your hands
here.
up.
Now I know you had old Finn handled
It would
back
seem
there,
that our
but a
leaving the
mayor's
scene
gotta
of
make
the
a point
Scala slaughter
sometimes.
was terribly
All right?
timed. Incurring the wrath of Boston's finest
fine.
is an
Thanks for taking
unfortunate
care
and
of it.
Good.
unexpected
Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
I'm starting to
Yeah,
see into his
I feel you.
twisted
Good.
brain.
You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
We can clear this up. Come out now unarmed.
Mayor Hancock?
I'll
Too
see
bad
that
about
you
Finn.
get the best
Gonna miss him
lawyers in
when
the
super
city.
mutant attack rolls around. Oh well.
Excuse my assumption.
What can I do
that even
for
the
our
most
newcomer?
astute attorney couldn't help us now.
What's your story, Hancock?
My favorite subject. I came into this town about a decade ago. Had a smooth set of scheme back then. While I was busy making myself a pillar of this community, I would go on these, wild tears. I was young. Any chems I could find, the more exotic the better. Finally found this experimental radiation drug. Only one of its kind left, and only one hit. Oh man, the high was so worth it. Yeah, I'm living with the side effects, but hey, what's not to love about immortality?
You're a hell of a risk taker, Hancock.
Only have one life. Why not try it all? Anyway, did you need something else?
Where did this mess come from?
Looking for work.
Work, huh?
Wait, it's clearing.
I'll tell you what. I got reconnaissance needs. There's a lot. It's raider
I
territory.
was hoping you'd say that, officer.
Actually, I've already been to Pickman Gallery.
No shit. All right. What'd you find?
Of our stalwart hero. Find
God, it was awful. Pickman was a serial killer. He was using dead bodies for his art.
Oh, seriously? That's messed up. Even for this town. I'll put the word out to avoid that place. Good work. You ended up in the abyss, but you crawled back in one piece. Here's your money.
When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent.
Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, and kill at your discretion.
Today's episode,
Except me. I only kill when I want to.
I'll take a look, sure.
Just a variety in a case of boredom.
Aw, gee, Polly. I ain't never been in a secret gangster hideout before.
What the? Paulie, you dumb jamoke. What's the big idea? Bringing a dame into our hideout. Into my hideout. Ah, relax, boss. She's all right. Ain't you all right, Wendy? Cindy? Yeah.
It's Candy. And yeah, of course I'm all right. I'm just a young, dumb girl in love with a handsome, dangerous man.
Ah, brother. All right, the skirt can stay, but close that door. Last thing we need is...
The Silver Shroud, infiltrating your nefarious lair.
Holy cannoli! It's the nightmare of night! The deceptive detective! The dark dick! Paulie, you idiot! You were duped! That's no normal dame!
Quite right, you custodian of criminality. For I am not Candy, the captivating companion. It is I, the mistress of mystery. I have clouded Polly's paltry perceptions to gain access to your den of depravity.
Sorry, boss! I had no idea!
Your mistake is our gain.
Mr.
Polly, is it?
I
Death has come for you, evildoer, and
May have walked out of the den, Irma,
shroud.
but I'd never...
Hey, Valentine.
Let's go talk to Amari.
downstairs.
Okay.
Big fly.
Okay, listen. Whatever you want, Silver Shroud.
Let's see what
I'll do it.
Amari is
Just
up
don't
to.
kill me, too.
Follow me.
Pathetic and predictable when faced with fear.
Here
A
for
cocksure
Amari.
culprit.
She's downstairs.
Oh, you too? Crime fighters? What a laugh. And you call me predictable. You don't got any idea, do yous?
Dr.
Why
Amari?
the joviality
Wait, I know
fade?
you. You're
I,
in the railroad.
the Silver
What's
Shroud,
this all about?
have got you dead to rights. Yet you persist in
This
this
one's all yours,
mindless
We need a
guffaw.
memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy.
Expect of a
Perk,
criminal
Kellogg is
mastermind.
already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse. You don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
My master, the real master,
Please.
pulling all the strings.
Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute,
That's
Amari.
right, mistress.
The biggest scientific
all just
secret
a
of the
big
Commonwealth.
distraction.
You need this.
While we were here
And
having
so do
our
we.
little jaw session, my
I'll take a
boss has
look,
been at your
but no
parlor,
guarantees.
stealing back those
Do you
deeds you took
have it
from
with
Mayor
you?
Murphy's briefcase.
Here's what I could
Treacherous
find.
Toad, you defiled
What's
my
this? This isn't a brain.
sanctum.
This is... Wait,
For that,
that's the
you
hippocampus.
feel my
And this thing
fury.
attached to it?
Behold
A neural
the brain of
interface?
Bastet.
The circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
That was never...
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we found your son.
From all angles.
All right,
Not even
let's
the
do
Silver
this.
Shroud
Whenever
can
you're
kill
ready,
what isn't
Mr.
alive.
Just sit
Go watch
If
me,
I start
mistress.
cackling like an
Watch
old
me.
grizzled mercenary...
Bingo.
pull me out, okay?
What will become of our stalwart hero?
Let's see.
Find out what happens next week on another exciting episode of The Silver Shroud.
Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire.
You've been listening to Galaxy News Radio, a wholly owned subsidiary of Galaxy News Network.
Got the memory pod loaded up?
Galaxy News Radio.
Hey there.
Good neighbors crazy. Thefts and murders worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
That guardian is...
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver...
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
That spawned them.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time.
And no.
I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode
For
83.
he himself presented the facts. Someone else is
Wasn't
actually...
he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City. But over here, we got a ways to go. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give the rest of us a symbol of something better.
Good on you for trying to make the world better.
I just have to do something, you know? I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, I still need the most... And they actually got one here in Boston.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? Before the bombs... So that's where you'll find...
Uh-huh.
And your one condition. You take my head with you, so's I can see you take that creep down. Yeah, what did he ever do for me, huh? Okay, so we created...
Dr. Amari.
We can't get to the memories in that implant. There's a lot.
His kids out to die.
Silver Shroud.
Lock memories.
The implant is encoding all the mnemonic activity in the hippocampus. Let's see. We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
Your twisted wires. Speak,
you
you decapitated electronic evildoer. That will spoil all the fun. You gotta see for yourself. Come on, let's be feet to the big warehouse down at Pier 12.
Fine, you amoral automaton. War away!
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host.
Moonless night
Mnemonic
and an
activity
unguarded
coming from the
skylight.
It's
Just
degenerated,
what we
but it's
needed
there.
to stealthily infiltrate this warehouse.
They might not be stable.
Yes, and our view.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
All 5 states have now signed on.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. It's gonna be... Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second. Fine. You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah. You've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know. But that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind it. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. Suit yourself.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. I wanted to see from... You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine. Myself, if you really existed. First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Cryogenic stasis suspended.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the log.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never like to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
Hopefully it's all...
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
Just find it.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Pod C6.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me.
I found another intact
They needed
memory.
me.
Whenever
I
you're
made
ready.
sure they knew it.
Is that your son?
Wasn't my idea
This
to
appears
settle
to be a
down
very
with a
recent
kid in the
memory.
middle of Diamond
So,
City.
Good news, I think.
I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. Wasn't my idea to sell. Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects. The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
It's all over, but the dreaming.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Crying over you. It's all over but the bride. And nobody's crying but me.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no... Are you ready to talk about what happened?
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can...
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radi...
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Amari.
Be careful of the radiation. The glowing sea isn't a place to be caught unprepared. You have to find Virgil. A renegade institute could finally give us the insight we need.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
Let's get going, Nick.
Been one heck of a ride so far. Let's see where it takes us next.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters. Hey,
whoever
Daisy,
this Brotherhood of
glad
Steel
you
is,
could make it.
I'm not
How's my
buying that.
favorite girl?
We come in peace, malarkey.
Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
He wishes.
All right, we're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters? We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
The Institute and their Siths!
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lordhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute? Us! And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with? Good neighbor! And who's in charge of good neighbor? Of the people, for the people! Brotherhood of Steel.
You'd be amazed how little this neighborhood has changed. The bombs
Better keep your iron strapped on.
Nick? Oh, hey. Yeah, we're doing all right. It's hard without Gwen, but it gets easier every day.
Yeah, that's real good to hear. Well, I just wanted to check in. You ever need anything, you stop by at the office.
Sure. You got it. Thanks, Nick. You stepped through the gate. You got balls.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
What? Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
Come on inside.
God, I love this song. What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford. He'll hook you up.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Oi, we got beer. If you ain't buying beer, you ain't buying.
Not today.
Not like you could handle it.
Charlie,
What'll it be?
who's the singer?
That is Magnolia, flower of the third rail. Now, you gonna
Not right now.
suit yourself?
Sweet Pip-Boy, brother. You hold on to that.
Can't say I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, McCready.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, McCready. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
Look, pal. If you're preaching about the atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
Maybe. Why don't you tell me who those guys were first?
A couple of morons looking to climb the ladder of success by stepping on everyone else on the way up. Shouldn't be surprised, though. It's how it goes when you run with the Gunners.
Never heard of the Gunners. Who are they?
One of the biggest gangs in the Commonwealth. Got her stuck with them for a... Now what about you?
All I can give you is my word. And a bunch of caps.
Bunch of caps, huh? Okay, Hutch. Price is 250 caps.
Everything's negotiable. Would you take 200?
You drive a hard bargain. But you just bought yourself an extra gun. All right, boss. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Valentine.
Time to hit the road?
Just looking to trade a little.
Sure thing. Time to hit the road?
Let's head out.
Well, all right.
Damn, I forgot to pick up that motor oil for you, Valentine.
Cute, McReady. You come up with that all on your own?
Excuse me.
There you are. I almost thought you forgot about me.
I just want to trade a few things.
Oh, I see. All I'm good for is hauling your crap. There you are. I almost thought you forgot about me.
Actually, I'll be back later.
Well, that makes me feel...
You're blocking my light, man.
Excuse me, miss.
What's the matter, handsome? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I love this song. It was perfect.
There ain't nothing like real jazz.
Oh, well, thank you. A girl tries her best. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. I think I know a fellow performer when I see one.